Hello everyone, in this video I am going to talk about the types of light every turtle needs. First, I am starting with UVB lights. There are basically two types of UVB lights in the market right now. The linear or tubular light and the compact UVB light. Most turtle owners these days often go for the compact UVB lights. The compact UVB bulbs are squiggly shaped. They need to screw them into the socket. When the bulbs first came out, they weren't very reliable. Some bulbs produced no UVB where some produced more than the specified amount of UVB. However, the manufacturers redesigned these bulbs and now they are the most popular choice for turtle owners. However, that doesn't mean tubular UVB lights are obsolete. Some turtle owners prefer the tubular ones than the other. If you do choose a compact style UVB bulb, I will strongly recommend not to use a mirror style reflector with it. It will over concentrate the UVB on the basking area. You can go for a metal or white painted interior with the compact UVB bulb. If the bulb is too much powerful, your turtle will show eye irritation. If you observe any type of irritation in your turtle's eye, turn off the light immediately and wait for a few days before you turn it back on. Just because a UVB lamp is lighting up doesn't necessarily mean that it is producing enough UVB. So you need to replace the UVB bulbs at 6 months or 1 year interval depending on the bulb. The next light I will talk about is the heat lamp. Heat lamps, also known as the daylight lamps, are also essential for a turtle's healthy growth. Heat lamps produce light and heat at the same time. Incandescent lamps are a popular choice for heat lamps. They are also halogen heat lamps. Some of these lights come with reflectors to increase the concentration of the heat. The heat lamp should be directed to the basking area at a perfect distance. Set up the heat lamp in such a way that the temperature of the basking area is at least 10 to 12 degrees warmer than the temperature of the water. The warmest part of the basking area has a temperature between 85 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. You can increase the range about 95 degrees Fahrenheit if the turtle is sick. The perfect way to set up the heat lamp is to make a nice temperature range in the basking area. This way, the turtle will choose its preferred temperature. The warmest part of the basking area should be the high end of the temperature range. On the other hand, the coolest part will indicate the low end of the range. This way, the turtle can regulate its body temperature easily by moving on the basking area. That's why you need to buy a bigger basking area for your turtle. The next light I will talk about is a viewing light. I wouldn't recommend getting a light for viewing unless you have a very big habitat. These viewing lights do not have any special purposes like UVB heat, etc. They are just for viewing the turtle tank. In other words, the viewing lights are for us, not for the turtles. I like daylight lamps for viewing purposes. They are better than soft white or warm white lights. Plants also prefer the daylight lamps more. Daylight lamps are available in many shapes. I like the LEDs as they are very cheap and practically last forever. You don't need to go over any technical details when choosing a daylight lamp for turtles. Just make sure the spectrum is about 5000K to 6500K. If you do decide to use a daylight lamp, turn it on and off at the same time with the UVB lamp and the heat lamp to maintain the circadian rhythm of your turtles. The last light I will talk about is the night light. I have also seen many people using night lights on their turtle tank. It is not a requirement at all. You can only get one if you want to observe what your turtles are doing at night. Night lamps are basically dim lights with very low intensity. They are generally red or bluish and produces very soft light that does not irritate the turtle's eyes. In some cases, night lights are good for hatchlings as they produce some heat throughout the night. Moreover, most hatchlings sleep on the warmest part of the basking area. Adult turtles don't care about night lights at all. They don't care if it is blue or red. However, Some owners said that their turtles didn't really go with the red one, so I prefer to use blue night lamps for my turtle tank. I have also seen many owners using an infrared heat lamp as night lamps. These lights produce a red light with mild heat, which is very good for newborn hatchlings. Infrared heat lamps are also effective for sick turtles as the heat helps the turtles to fight the germs. When choosing a night light for your turtle tank, make sure that the light only turns on when all the daytime lights are off. If all are on at the same time, your turtle can get burnt. Also, ensure the night lamp isn't producing too much heat that can make the habitat unbearable for your turtles. So these are the lights a turtle tank typically needs. If you want to know more about them, I have written a blog post. Here I have also explained what is the circadian rhythm of turtles. So if you are interested to know more about this, I will highly encourage you to check out the blog post. I will put the link in the description. Thanks.